Odin.Fun has taken the Bitcoin world by storm recently, and today in this video, I'm going to be talking about how it's been made possible and my thoughts on it. All right, guys, so today we're going to be talking about Odin.Fun. Odin.Fun is basically a pump fund for Bitcoin, specifically runes. And it's also built on the internet computer, and it's using the internet computer chain fusion technology. All right. Now, what's really cool about this platform is that it's super fast. So we know that Bitcoin traditionally is super slow, but because it's built on ICP, things are able to be done fast. I think what's going on here is essentially they're using chain key Bitcoin in order to make this whole thing work super quickly, and using obviously the chain fusion technology that's offered by Dfinity to do this. So my first current thoughts on this is runes have been I'm not really that deep into the Bitcoin ecosystem, but I think that the Bitcoin kind of DeFi space kind of died out a little bit. I feel like there was a lot of hype around it. And I know in specifically runes it died out. I'm not sure about the other ones like ordinals and stuff, but I'm not that into it. But I know runes specifically died out. And I think this product here, Odin.Fun, which is, runes, is, basically, in my opinion, supercharging the runes ecosystem again, which is super good to see that, it's being kind of brought back to life. And I think it's also kind of showing off what's possible with Bitcoin. People are kind of freaking out about it on Twitter because they're saying it's so fast, etc., how they're doing this with Bitcoin. And they're utilizing the internet computer. That's actually, how it's being done. But I think overall it's, really, the guy who made it, Bob Bobley, is right here. And he's been a builder in ICP for a long time. And he announced this project, actually, and it just kind of went crazy. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people on, other ecosystems, specifically, I guess, the Bitcoin ecosystem outside of ICP I'm talking about. ICP is a tiny ecosystem. But in the Bitcoin ecosystem, there's a lot of big influencers and stuff talking about it, saying that people in Solana are like, what's going on, etc. So pretty cool. As he says here, so Odin Fund is a runes AMM. You log in with your favorite Bitcoin wallet, deposit BTC to your account, add liquidity, remove liquidity, and swap in seconds. It's also runes pump fund. I think we all know how pump funds work at this point. And that's the thing. Odin is, blazingly fast, has the speed of Solana with the experience of Bitcoin. So that's kind of the whole gig around it, I would say. The kind of the selling point for Bitcoin DeFi is the fact that it's Bitcoin and, it's the top dog and it's not a coin that's going to get replaced. Like I saw someone on Twitter say this and said, you're not ready for the conversation that it's better for your meme coin to be paired with BTC than Solana. And honestly, they're making a pretty decent point with that long term because, man, these shit coins come and go. But I'll tell you, Bitcoin does not go. So unless Peter Schiff's right and something drastically bad happens. Yeah, but I think it's really cool. As it says, everything takes 2 seconds, buy, sell, create, swap, add, remove liquidity. So basically, it's just super fast as Solana, but for Bitcoin. And I think it's really revived, in my opinion, the runes game. Because there wasn't much going on there, but now it looks like things are picking up. But let's talk about how it's being done. So it's utilizing ICP. And I've been saying this for a while, but chain fusion is the most bullish narrative of ICP. It has product market fit right now, and people want to use it right now. I haven't seen something, honestly, in a long, long time where people are going nuts over it. And this is a product that more people are talking. It's built on ICP, so I'd consider an ICP product, and it's an ICP product that's getting talked about more than any other project. So this is definitely making big waves, and I've been saying this. There's demand. People want this shit. It doesn't really actually matter how you feel about the pump funds or any of that bullshit. It's what the market wants, all right? And you have to be aggressive with market share. Got to get the market share. Got to get people what they want. People want pump fund. Anyways, so take a look at this. Leveraging chain fusion technology, ICP canister contracts can hold a Bitcoin public key, sign transactions with it, and directly read and write to the Bitcoin network. Build incredible apps that natively interact with the Bitcoin network. So we can click explore and see if they give us any more good info. Nope, it's not what we're looking for. So let's go over here. ICP is the best choice to build on Bitcoin. Network integration. By running Bitcoin adapters, ICP nodes provide canister smart contracts with real-time access to the latest state of the Bitcoin blockchain. The availability of the Bitcoin UTXO set on ICP enables canisters and smart contracts to read the balance of any BTC address. So the Bitcoin nodes and the ICP nodes talk directly together. Chain key signatures. So this is like, you know, Chain Fusion is kind of the branding name for Chain Key, and I think Chain Key is, you know, very, very bullish. Super untapped. I've been saying this for a while. There is so many, I think, going to be so many good products that come out of Chain Fusion, and it just hasn't happened yet, and people have not woken up to that. This is the part of ICP that is going to make people the most fucking money, I think, all right? By far, in my opinion, builders specifically. I think there's going to be so many. If there's one thing that ICP brings to the table to anything, I think it's Chain Fusion, all right? Anyways, ICP nodes collaborate to produce threshold ECDSA signatures, enabling canister smart contracts to sign Bitcoin transactions, leverage network integration. These BTC transactions are directly inscribed on the Bitcoin blockchain, so no need for any cross-chain bridges. That's a big thing. Chain key signatures also derive Bitcoin addresses, enabling ICP contracts to read, write, and own BTC. Very, very, very cool. And there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this, with Chain Fusion. You can have multi-chain DEX. Could be coming soon in the future for CoinSwap. But now let's take a look at this. ICP advanced capabilities. Developers can harness the security of Bitcoin as a native asset while also leveraging the unique core features of the ICP tech stack. These include the reverse gas model, unparalleled performance, and HTTPS outcalls. Well, that's why it's able to run super quickly and everything's able to happen super fast. It's because it's, you know, it's built on ICP. So super cool. Now let's go to Chain Key Bitcoin, because this is what's actually being used under the hood for Odin.Fun. I'm like 99% sure. Native Bitcoin transactions entail, you know, paying high fees. As we know, Bitcoin's slow and it's expensive. And enduring lengthy wait times for block confirmation. CKBTC is a one-to-one Bitcoin twin introduced to leverage the 1 to 2 second finality and very small fees within the ICP ecosystem. And yeah, it's essentially, you could think of it as wrapped Bitcoin, but instead it's not wrapped, but it's basically a wrapped Bitcoin, but it's bridgeless, which makes it more secure, and it's also verifiably one-to-one backed, secured by cryptography. So yeah, really, really cool, and I think there's just so much to come out of this. I think it takes time, you know, obviously development takes time, and then finding product market fit, blah, 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 but we can talk a little bit more about Chain Key. Let me see. There's maybe we could go a little bit in the CKBTC, because that's what they're using under the hood, and I feel like that's pretty important. I don't want to go talk about threshold signature schemes, because that's just like, what the fuck? Okay, let me go to CKBTC. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Chain Key Bitcoin is a digital twin token of Bitcoin that's backed one-to-one with Bitcoin held within an ICP smart contract canister. And they comply with the ICRC token standard. And what's really cool is that the CKBTC, what is it called? Volume has picked up a lot from this. And I think this is like a really, you know, once again, one thing that's super bullish about Bitcoin DeFi and the L2, it's just a liquidity situation. Bitcoin's not going to die out. Out of all the cryptocurrencies, it's not. And the reality is these shitcoins come and go. So that's why I think, you know, Chain Fusion can be especially powerful, is because if we can really enable ourselves to be like a monster Bitcoin L2 where everyone's like, holy shit, they're making Bitcoin great again, you know, in terms of DeFi, that's good, because at the end of the day, that comment, the tweet, actually they thought about in my mind. I'm like, dude, if you're going to go with one asset to back your ecosystem and back your product and back your shitcoin, it's Bitcoin. That's it, you know? So I think that is, you know, something that's really good for the ICP. I think Definity just needs to lean way more into it. They already do, actually. So I think they do lean into the Chain Fusion a lot. I take that back. But yeah, super exciting to see this. And if you're watching this video and you're a developer, you should definitely be looking into this kind of stuff, because you can get that Bitcoin liquidity and still build on ICP, and also it makes your product, you know, better. Like, will the meta in ICP in Bitcoin DeFi become products built on ICP? We'll see. But yeah, guys, that's all we got for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, go follow me on X at @AaronBros_, and thank you for watching.